Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a very rare Monday Publicly Buzzed Live. I know I did one just last week with Ali Mata, but I'm going to do another one this week. Turn this music down here. We are going to be doing a live reaction, something I have not done in a long time, to another true crime YouTube channel called Plunder True Crime. They put out a Bryan Kohberger, a new Bryan Kohberger video. We're going to kind of look at this and just kind of give, again, a live reaction. Share it out, hit the like, and let's see how it goes.
Let's rock.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Yes, like I said, a very rare Monday night live here on the YouTubes. Hope we can get some folks in here to watch this live reaction with me. Like I said, yeah, I'm doing this is something I haven't done in a long time. I haven't done this really in quite some time, probably over a year and a half. I used to do pretty much exclusively Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger content when I first started getting into this, before I started branching off into other things. Yeah, we're going to jump in here, see exactly what's going on. The name of the video is Pullman Police 10-10-21 Body Cam Videos, Bryan Kohberger Person of Interest in 3:28 a.m. Knife Visit. Now, it's a pretty interesting story anyways, but we're going to get in here. We're also going to look at some comments underneath the video as well. Pammy coming through here. What's going on, Pammy? Happy Monday evening. Hope you're having a good holiday as well, as we're approaching Christmas very, very fastly. Pokemon coming through. Shelly, what's up? Don in the house. Carrie in the house. Love to see it, guys. Like I said, if you wouldn't mind sharing it out, that would help the cause out there on the old, on all the socials actually, but especially the old X Machine and around the Discords, if you wouldn't mind it. But yeah, the Bryan Kohberger saga has been going on for quite some time, since November of 2022, when Idaho 4, the college students, were murdered and he was arrested. We've went over this many times. We haven't went over it maybe with the newest folks that have been here, possibly. One thing I wanted to show, though, just how I used to basically exclusively do Bryan Kohberger content. These are my first streams right here, my very first streams. The very first video I ever posted was a Bryan Kohberger, basically like a conspiracy type video. Started seeing that those were doing well on YouTube, and I started making pretty much exclusively this style of content. As you can see, they all did pretty good numbers. Anytime I tried to deviate, it didn't do the best numbers. So guess what? I jumped back into Kohberger content. There's an extremely early Sarah Boone, which again didn't do great, right? But you see these Kohberger streams, they always did numbers. They always did really good. So I got addicted to those numbers, and I was like, man, I'm going to keep on doing some Bryan Kohberger content until the end of time, I guess. Well, I had a guest on here, a professional guest. I had none other than, welcome everybody. Hopefully some more folks are rolling through. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Bob Mata on here is who I had on here. Let me change this background also. I had Bob Mata on here, and he was wanting to talk about other cases, right? I had him on here for the Idaho 4. We were talking about it, but then at the end of the show, you know how Bob Mata will do. He will kind of go off on his own tangents, talking about his own stuff, talking about other things, talking about cases. And I was not prepared for that whatsoever, and I was extremely embarrassed. And at that moment, I said, man, I have to start doing more than just this Bryan Kohberger Idaho 4 case. And I did. And I'm really glad that I got into the, and when that happened, this community that I had built that was basically exclusively Bryan Kohberger and Idaho 4 basically turned on me, because I wasn't just invested wholeheartedly into this, you know, and I probably never will be again, honestly. I do want to cover that trial, just much like I do other trials, you know. But I like to go into all sorts of different content and not just cover one thing here, and I think that's the healthiest way to do it. Kraken, what's up? Dizzy, Holly Berry, still got some fine folks rolling in the door. I appreciate it, guys. Hopefully everyone, again, is having a happy holiday. Having a good old Merry Christmas is what we're doing this time of the old year. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to get in here. I have no ill will whatsoever. I actually want you to go sub them up. I subbed them up. Plunder True Crime. I have no ill will whatsoever. I'm going to give a real-time reaction here. Plunder True Crime is who it is on. Big channel, 200,000 subscribers. I do remember this channel when I first started getting into this side of the YouTubes myself with the Publicly Buzzed brand. And, you know, they were basically at like the Grizzly level, Grizzly True Crime level, actually. And I've watched them explode and do great, and it's awesome. There's nothing bad about that whatsoever. I'm not going after anyone really that puts in the work. But the one thing that I do kind of want to emphasize here just a little bit, that I'm trying to get at a little bit here, is that it's easy to get stuck into situations, especially when you see those numbers coming, right? Or if you're getting paid from this as well. I posted something on X earlier how, you know, really a lot of YouTubers aren't getting paid what you probably think they're getting paid. And no one's making the same either. Like it does vary from different types of content, you know, that you're posting out there. And I did look through Plunder's other videos. They don't do live streams, but they're other stuff. And they do a lot more stuff. They don't just cover Idaho 4. They just don't cover Bryan Kohberger. So props on that. Looks like they're heavily into the Stephen Stearns case, which we've covered here a little bit also, and I'm sure we'll cover again. But what we have here is again, it's called Pullman Police. She's got on the thumbnail, cops. Bryan was 10-21 Pullman, Washington person of interest. And we're going to find out a little bit later kind of why, you know, really through the comments section in itself. So we're going to be looking at that. Bryan's in here. What's going on, Bryan? I know Bryan is an old Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger person, right? Like this is someone that exclusively basically came in here and found me because of Bryan Kohberger, and, you know, will randomly still come through the stream. You know, Bryan, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. But just in general, I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way, that this is something that I was heavily invested in for a long period of time. And basically, you know, there's a lot of what you want to say, bad actors in the community of true crime and in general, but especially I think in this little area. There's other areas, dear God, don't get me fucking started on the cesspool of garbage that can be out here. And again, I don't want to put that specifically on Plunder. That's not what I'm saying here. That could be what's happening here, though. I'm not saying that either. We're going to go in here and have a real-time reaction as we kind of go through this video and see what happens here. But what I'm really getting at is it's easy to get sort of corrupted. I was one of those people, right? It wasn't really for financial things at the time. Gypsy wasn't even sick at the time. It was because I was getting numbers and I was getting eyes and I had people in here, right? I was like, holy shit. And you get a little bit intoxicated with that. That was what happened to me. And then I'm glad that I saw, let me fix my green screen just slightly. I'm in space. But I'm glad I had Bob on that time. I'm glad that he came in here and you know, for lack of a better term, made me see the light of what can be. And now we've grown this great, the Buzz Nation, what it is today is exactly what I want it to be. I was saying that earlier. I think it's perfect. I think it's the fucking best. I don't actually want to be famous in the true crime genre whatsoever. That comes with its own pitfalls. I think it's perfect right now. It's a good size. And I have the nicest folks, and I've made a lot of really good actual personal relationships with folks in the Buzz Nation that I feel like have a lot of similar interest, which at the end of the day is what this is actually fucking about, I think. But all right, I'm going to ramble through this probably the entire time. So prepare for that. Anybody coming through and giving this the old share on the YouTubes, I really appreciate that right now. Thank you very much. Straight out the gate, Donna coming through here. Getting on the wheel also. We do have a new wheel. We'll do the wheel tonight. We'll have a wheel rocking and rolling. Anybody that does not know, I have a physical wheel that I spin after we get 12 people on that son of a bitch. Donna is one of the nicest, kindest folks in the Buzz Nation. So let me get her on here real quick. You hear that? You hear my phone going off right there? That was Donna. New wheel. Donna starting that new wheel with a $30. Holy shit, Donna. Absolutely incredible. Merry Christmas, Steve. No, Merry Christmas to you, Donna. An incredible member of the Buzz Nation. Thank you so much. Wow. Love it. We'll start that out real fast, ladies and gentlemen. And the next thing we're going to give away is, let's do a t-shirt. PubliclyBuzzed.com. I have the best merch in true crime. You can fight me about it if you'd like. You would lose. And that's what we're going to be doing here tonight. You can check that out beforehand. But right now, everybody coming through here, I see a lot of beautiful, fine folks. I'd love to see it. We're going to dive in here, okay? We're going to dive in here. I do want to show this also. I want to show this is kind of going back to the what I used to do. So there's this thing called socialblade.com, and you can kind of see your growth and also upload 666. I didn't do that on purpose. Subscribers 10.3K, as you can see my channel, compared to Plunder's. But what I really wanted to show here was it kind of goes back. It goes back to April 23 and a little bit even further beyond. All right, and that's really when I started getting intoxicated by these subs. Look at this. Look at how fast this growth was. I grew like 5,000. I was growing 1,000 people a month at the beginning because of all of this fucking content. Now look at 2024. 2024, I was like, man, I'm going to have to do my own thing. And look at the subs right there, right? They're kind of all over the place until, again, towards the end of the year, actually, about September, I started getting heavily more motivated again. I think after the hurricane. And I haven't stopped. I have not stopped since then. I've been going hard on multiple cases, having loads of guests on here, and trying to grow this thing. And I'm excited about that. But again, it's intoxicating to kind of get into a place to where you want to post, you know, nothing but sensationalized content again in this. And this can go outside of Bryan Kohberger and Idaho 4. It leaks. But tonight, again, I'm all over the place. Stick with me. Stick with me tonight, folks. You're going to enjoy this one. Hit the like if you haven't yet. Do it. Do it. All right? We're going to be starting out right here. Let me get down in here. Again, Pullman police. Pullman, Washington is where Bryan Kohberger was going to school. Moscow, Idaho is where he allegedly traveled to commit the crimes that he is currently being held for. All right? I do want to read this real quick. She says, thanks to Gigi, True Crime fan on Twitter, for encouraging me for getting a Freedom of Information Act. I don't know if anybody's ever had any kind of interactions with Gigi, but well,
are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
But the rest down through here, and the Plunder seems pretty cool also, but you know, maybe do I have that still up here to where I could just kind of show that? Hold on, I had it up on the old Gronk machine real quick. Don't want to give away all the endings to everything that's happening here, but I do want to just show it for a moment. Where was Bryan Kohberger going to school and living in October of 2021? In October 2021, Bryan Kohberger was going to school at DeSales University in Pennsylvania, where he was pursuing his master's degree in criminal justice. He was also living in Pennsylvania during this time, as he had not yet moved to Washington State University going to Washington State University in Pullman, Washington, for his doctorate. I mean, this dude was finishing out when he was heading to Pullman and going to WSU, which began in the summer of 2022. All right, let's dive in here. Should we start out with a few comments? And we'll dive into the comments in a little bit. Let's just start her out here. Again, real time, live reaction. Give Plunder a follow. Give him a chance also, if that's your sort of thing. And yeah, let's see what we got here.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Where did you see this person?
I was asleep, and then I woke up me.
Okay.
And it was just me and Sadie home at the time, and we both lived
How many people in the chat have had run-ins with this person that is on the screen right now?
down in the basement, and my door was closed. I heard my door open, and I looked over, and someone was wearing a ski mask. And
Dizzy, will she copyright claim you, Steve? She can probably try to. This is going to be a proper reaction video done properly, and it will be by, you know, legal standards, quite frankly. Like a reaction video is actually the proper way to use YouTube. There's going to be a lot of pause and a lot of me talking. It's just not me showing Plunder's content. I think I'll be all right.
and had a knife like this.
Oh, okay.
And so I, like, kicked the out of their stomach and screamed super loud, and they, like,
This is a crazy story
flew
just
back
in
into my
general. Yeah,
closet
fair
and
use was the
then
word I
ran
was
out
literally
my
trying to
door
get
and
to
up the
there, Kraken.
stairs.
Thank you.
It is bizarre. It's
So, I mean, the story itself is fucking crazy and it can actually lead to even more questions, right? Because think about what I just said. Bryan Kohberger is technically still in Pennsylvania, going to DeSales University at this point in time in October of 2021 when this happened in Pullman, Washington on October 10, 2021. And again, that's my birthday, 10/10 right there. That's pretty interesting. But someone is hiding in a closet with a knife 1 year, 13 months, almost to the day, all right, 3 days shy of when the Idaho 4 murders took place in Moscow. It's fucking crazy. That's
this
interesting.
is not
Because there's a
something
lot
that-
of people out here that think Bryan Kohberger is innocent. There's a lot of people, they call them pro-burgers, you know, and I haven't, you know, this is not what this is about. I'm not going either way. You know, at the end of the day, people kind of know where I'm at on wanting to see this end up in trial. I think that I think prosecution in the state does have a pretty wild case. I mean, it's going to be hard to beat the touch DNA, no matter how you want to dance around it. That's not what this is about again. But it does lead credence to the possibility that it's not him, and the fact that there's another motherfucker in Pullman lurking. And again, this is a very quick drive from Pullman to Moscow. Like, the kids go back and forth all the time between the cities to party, to hang, to eat, to drink for the drive. So this is just wild.
Happens in Pullman. Like well,
it almost makes me think that somebody was specifically targeting that person. You know what I mean? Like, if they went to a specific room and would know how to get into this place.
She said that somebody opened her door and she thought it was one of us. So she kind of rolled over and looked. There was somebody with a ski mask and a knife, like this, like right above her.
Okay.
And so she got up and she kicked them, and they fell like into her closet. And then they ran out of her room, and then I heard.
So they had a ski mask and they were holding a knife up like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, that's pretty fucking crazy, right? A ski mask. That's what we heard with Bryan Kohberger. I'd imagine whoever was in fucking Madison's room that night with Kaylee is fucking in that closet first. Like,
someone entered the apartment up above in the middle
that's
of
what's
the night
interesting here to
and,
me now.
Scared
they're going to get me on the
people who lived
Kohberger
there,
train
so
here.
we're just following up on this and trying to find out, what happened and if anyone knows or saw anything.
Ooh, I want to film this intro and outro as quick as possible.
So this is Plunder. She's going to come in real quick with us and just kind of give us a little bit of a breakdown here. And again, give Plunder down in the description below. You can follow her. The original video's down there. And I'm not here to throw any kind of like shade towards the channel and the growth and what she's done here. I'm just kind of looking at this video in particular, which she blocked me on Twitter because I did say that it seems like it's bullshit, but you know,
I can't.
I'm also very brass. I'm sure she doesn't actually know that. I've never had any kind of interaction with her ever.
Bryan Kohberger is listed by Pullman Police in Washington State as a person of interest in this different case, not the Idaho 4 case, unfortunately, we know so much about. It's a 3:28 a.m. visit by some unknown stranger to a house that was only a 6-minute drive away from where Bryan Kohberger once lived at Washington State University on their campus in apartment G201. I've been doing my research today. First of all, I've got to give a big shout out to the Daggum Truth. I'm going to link to her below. She's so sweet. She's the one who encouraged me to get all these videos to FOIA this incident. This incident took place on 10/10/21, October 10th, 2021. So, of course, it was the year before the horrific tragedy on 11/22. Now, we know Bryan Kohberger is going to stand trial for that horrific, fatal stabbings of 4 University of Idaho students. But this crime was so similar in certain ways, police could not help but follow up as they should. Pullman police did a...
See, I disagree, Joe. He says if you're going to point out the similarities, you have to point out the differences, not a ski mask. We don't actually know that. It's never actually been said what the mask is, and I've always thought it was a ski mask. There's no actually knowing what it was. I know people also think maybe the COVID-style masks, which makes sense. It could be, but I've always pictured, because you're just seeing the eyebrows, I'm just picturing a fucking ski mask. And then I'm probably not hiding in the closet. That's how I see it happening. And whoever it was, maybe Bryan Kohberger or not, but somebody was probably hiding in that closet. Again, is my opinion. And there are the White Elantra car videos, which again, I have some opinions on that as well.
Bang up job. Investigators reached out to WSU, and in
Thanks,
the
Joe
PDF
Schmo,
they
for being
sent
here.
me,
Joe Schmo
they
also
have
out here making
Bryan
content. Give
Kohberger
him a
listed
follow.
as a person of interest. He's only one of 2 men listed as persons of interest in this case. Now, we know, sadly, Bryan Kohberger is accused of taking the lives of these 4 beautiful students. Kaylee Gonzalez, she was 21, Xana Kernodle, she was 20, Madison Mogan, she was 21, and Ethan Chapin, who was 20, all stabbed to death by initially an unknown assailant who entered their home, the student house in Moscow, Idaho. So now, Bryan, how surprised I was to see Bryan Kohberger's name show up as a person of interest. The other man listed is Jose Anibal Cruz, and we'll talk more about him later.
Do you know your neighbors?
So what?
Do you know your neighbors upstairs?
What?
Do you know who they are?
Joe rules.
Oh, I'm sorry, I know English.
He was deemed a person of interest in this case.
So that's one of the parts Salty Sleuths investigates. This suspect wasn't tall either. That is something that really is really pointed out down in the comment section when we start to dig down just a little bit earlier, because what does we kind of know about Bryan Kohberger, and again, allegedly, anybody that was inside that house in Idaho 4, he was tall. He had bushy eyebrows, they say. And I know there's debates all over the internet also that he doesn't actually have bushy eyebrows. So much is perception and how we really kind of like take it in and see it, right? There we go. Dizzy putting up Joe's channel. Thank you, Dizzy. I appreciate that. Daydreamer, welcome in here. And I want all opinions in the chat right now, guys. I want anybody and everybody's opinion. I don't care what they are. I don't care how crazy they are. As long as you're respectful in this chat, you're good to fucking go. And you can say anything you want, period, in regards as opining about cases and such.
October 11th, 2021, basically the day after it happened. But by January 12th, 2023, Bryan's name was added to the short list of only 2 men as persons of interest. And I see why, because they were such
go back.
person of interest in this case on October 11th, 2021, basically the day after it happened. But by January 12th, 2023, Bryan's name was added to the short list of only 2 men as persons of interest.
So January 2023, this is right after Bryan Kohberger got arrested. This is he got arrested December 31st, January 1st, like right there. So of course they're going to be like, whoa, this case that happened a year ago, holy shit, that could be this dude, right? Like, it makes some sense there. It does make sense.
Why? Because
again, I'm not throwing shade at Plunder. I hate that she blocked me, and I can be aggressive on X, and I did say it seems like bullshit, and I probably should have actually done this before I answered that. I would say, quite frankly, because I hate that it probably seems like I'm just throwing shade and it's a reaction of fuck you. That's not what this is about.
Such similar
it's a reaction of honesty is what I'm trying to get across here.
In certain ways, this crime was so similar in certain ways. They both took place at a residence, a home, full of students. There was a knife, cutting instrument used. The relationship to the victims was unknown, and they still don't know who the culprit is in this case. But at the end, when I come back and close it out and let you watch all this body cam video footage they sent me today. They sent me 21 videos. I feel like I've been editing all day.
On the 1-2 corner.
Thank God for police. And I'm going to try and get all these videos up over on Patreon if you want to see.
Plunder, if you get this far, please. I'm not trying to come at you whatsoever.
The raw footage, some of it is redacted visually. When they go inside a home, it's redacted. So that's why I throw up a different visual.
But also, she probably wouldn't like my brutal. I don't know, man. I run in the weirdest spots with in all of these circles because I get along with basically anybody and everybody, but everybody's gets on their teams, and I am not really on just any team. I have friends and, I have people that I'm closer to in the community, sure. But I'm not trying to bat for 50 other people or even another, not very many other people.
And you'll see the redacted name on there. So not only was the victim-perpetrator relationship unknown, it says there was alcohol involved and WSU student. We know Bryan attended Wazoo, WSU. There were 4 occupants, 4 victims in this house. This body cam video footage we're going to look at.
If I ever end up in a situation
and at least one of the victims, you'll hear her speaking, one of the survivors. Thank God all these 4 girls survived. One of them was a waitress.
I mean, this story's
so just like some of the victims in the Idaho 4 case, they were servers, and they talked a bit about could this culprit have been someone who visited their community.
Innocent,
we still don't know in Bryan Kohberger's case. In this case, you'll hear the survivors talk about, well, I had some shady patrons and stuff like that. The difference is, though, the first blessed difference, these 4 women survived. You'll hear how one of them said she kicked him in the stomach, him or her.
Hard.
They didn't know if this perpetrator was a female.
And I can do that stuff myself as well. Like, I know that I do. And like in real time, dude, there's real times where like I'm in the fucking moment of like fighting someone when I realize I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. Like, or, you know, and you know how hard it is to back out of that in that moment, dude. That's one of the biggest things in the last year I've really worked on myself with, is trying to really come out of those situations. Like if I'm in that moment, even if it's on X or it's public, me and Dan do it all the time. And I think he's the best to do it with because he's my brother. I love him. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like when you're doing it with a little bit of a stranger or someone that's not as close, of course, as a brother, or even someone that's like a super duper friend, it can get a little bit more tense, right? If you're just not always just like, of course, you know, oh yes, yes. So in the last year especially, and X has been a big part of this, I think. X having everyone's different opinions, because I'm wrong all the time, all the fucking time. But I also think that I'm right on some occasions, and I want to get my point across. But when I figure out in the midst of one of these fucking shitty moments, right, and I'm just like, damn, I'm 100% wrong here. I'm trying to come out and, like, the doubling down is what kills me now with people as well. And I've been that person, man. Like, I'm not even trying to just attack folks for being human. You know what I mean? But like at 38, 37, I think I just turned 38. I'm trying to get my age right here. When I turned 37, that was the age for me that stuff started to like spark just a little bit more to, I mean, just to go off of the true crime for just a second and I'm not going to talk about politics, but just in the political sphere and how it's so just confrontational all the time. Everyone's always that ends with each other. You know, I've been in those conversations online, of course, before, and some of that has helped me kind of figure out that, like, you know, I know that you're a good fucking person and you see this and we need to kind of go in together, or we can find some middle ground here. That's a thing that's I want to happen more in true crime. And there's lots of good fucks out here, dude. There's so many good channels. There's so many awesome people. I've met loads of them, so.
Female or a male. Kicked him in the stomach, and that caused this person to flee and not harm any of the girls. God, I just wish any of the Idaho 4 could have done that. Would Bryan Kohberger, if he's the true assailant, of course I have to say that until he's found guilty in a court of law, would that have made him flee? If only. Or if Bryan did it, would he have just, like he did, kept on fighting and fighting and fighting?
Dude, that's a good point just in general. Just getting too far down the rabbit holes. Dude, that's so easy to do. Back to this real quick. Look at how far I got into the fucking rabbit holes. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. You know what I figured out at one point here? I figured out that the conspiracies was the best, so I started doing these. Look at this. When I first figured it out, I don't even know, maybe the first one's been taken down, but Conspiracy Stream 2, 6,000. Conspiracy Stream 3, 6,000. Conspiracy Stream 4, 3.5 thousand. 5, 2.5. And then I was like, man, you know, when I got to the sixth one, I named it 666, 3.5 thousand. Like, I started figuring out that the fucking rabbit holes, all of this bullshit that you could kind of connect onto with inside of a story, right? The Bryan Kohberger has so many tentacles that you can just kind of latch onto. That's exactly what I started doing here. And again, I'm not throwing shade at Plunder, because it looks like she has a good channel. She has a channel that looks like she's put a lot of work into. She does more than, because you do get pulled into these stories, right? I just don't want to say, hey, she's doing another Kohberger, fuck her. Her channel looks like she's doing a lot of legit investigations, but the rabbit holes are so easy to fall into. They're endless, actually.
These 4 women survived. These 4 occupants of this home survived. The 911 call happened within 3 minutes. After the assailant fled, the 911 call happened right away. One roommate screamed, and she said her other roommate didn't hear her. So we don't know what happened with Idaho 4, who heard what ruckus. So there's some subtle differences. But it had to be so scary with this unknown man, unknown person.
I do love conspiracy
shit. In the
shit.
middle of the night, brandishing a knife in a bedroom, I believe in his right hand. The girl kept saying it looked like a steak knife, maybe a little shorter or longer.
But those are, Evie, you're kind of coming in late. I kind of went on a rant at the beginning. I got stuck in a spot to where I only made this content. I only made Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger content for like 6 months, maybe longer than that, maybe 7 or 8. And I got pulled out again by Jay, my homeboy Jay Bronius out there, and Bob Mata. When I started working with these guys, It made me see a little bit more of a light that, man, I need to expand a little bit. I just don't want to be this person. Like, you know, and I mean, I was growing fast. I was growing 1,000 subs a fucking month. And you know how addictive that is? It's addictive as shit. So like at some point I was like, man, I've got to just, and again, and I'm rambling, and I know I'm kind of going over stuff again and again. I know new people are coming in, so that's why I'm kind of doing it. But I love what the Buzz Nation is right now. I love what we are right now. Like, it's so fucking fun. It's so fucking good. We can do anything right now. Any kind of content, any kind of video. Friday nights, are you fucking kidding me? Murder Church, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, no.
There were no suspects.
Everything happened for a
no
reason,
leads.
dude.
Case being inactive, cops provided me with a plethora of body cam videos for that day. So this is why, I'll tell you why they added Bryan Kohberger's name to the short list of persons of interest. On January 10th, 2023, Commander Brashears directed someone to follow up on a lead for this investigation because Bryan Kohberger had just been arrested, as we all know, December 30th, 2022. 4 counts of first-degree murder and burglary for the incident that happened. It actually happened on November 13th, 2022. I was saying the wrong date earlier. I was mixing up the address of that 1122 King Road home. So there's an affidavit and there's everything. They've attached it. They sent me a 48-page PDF. It includes this crime along with Bryan Kohberger's arrest affidavit because it's all related as to why they made him a person of interest. So they noted such similarities. The Moscow Police Corporal, Brett Payne, noted that in their investigation, Bryan entered a home wearing a mask and he felled these 4 college-age victims. It said, wait a minute, Kohberger had begun attending Washington State University in the fall of 2022. DeSales University stated on their website that Kohberger completed his bachelor's degree there in 2020 and his graduate studies in 2022. So they're saying, although Kohberger wouldn't have been residing in Pullman...
Okay, see, I do like that she's getting into it like this. Yeah, okay. Again, this is a perfect fucking example of me jumping the gun. Because I think Crime Spies tagged me on it, and you know, oh, this is crazy. And instead, I literally watched a moment of this video, and then I read some comments, and then I you know what? I tricked myself into thinking what this was gonna be. I was like, oh, dude, she's just going for a quick, easy. Bryan Kohberger did this. You know, you're not even putting together that he wasn't in Pullman allegedly at the time. You know, or what we know even about school records. So. I don't know. She's actually going into that as well. You know, and you could kind of talk about however they're placing the video in the titles and stuff, but we all do that. I mean, at the end of the day, you do want to get those clicks. So yeah, I jumped the gun on probably even saying that it looks like bullshit, to be quite honest.
Pullman, during October 2021,
anyway,
Commander
Plunder.
Brashears advised PPD had received information that the WSU Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology may have had an on-campus event for prospective graduate students, and Kohberger may have attended around this time, the same time of the incident. So they're like, wait a minute, October 21, when this crazy incident happened to these girls, it frightened them so much. You'll hear them talking about, should we go stay in a hotel? This never happens in Pullman, Washington, and we know Pullman is so close to Moscow. Brashears emailed the department's graduate program coordinator, Danielle Macon, requesting info, and Macon responded the following day and wrote that the department was looking into his request. Then, on January 19th, 2023, Brashears received an email from Macon responding to his request containing a forwarded email. This is all in the PDFs too, if you get it. I'll put the link below. I'll try and get everything up on Patreon if I can tonight. The email was from Melanie.
After the fact, in January 12, 2023, after he had been arrested for the Idaho 4 crimes, that's when they labeled him as another person of interest in this October 10th, 2021 home invasion knife situation with these other college girls. So it's very interesting, and I see why they would do that, right? And honestly, it's a very interesting thing in general. Just the story, right? Just the fact that they did put him on as and that also, I guess, means that they never actually fucking figured out who did it, which is horrifying. And again, if it goes back to, dude, it's too fucking similar to what actually happened in Idaho. If Bryan Kohberger actually is not the guy, and this has all just like been the worst luck of any person ever, which is what it's going to have to fucking really boil down to, I think, then holy shit.
Newelly, associate professor and chair, which read that the program was not aware of any visit by Kohberger during the period indicated and did not hold any recruitment events at that time. Even though police had their, hackles up like, okay, Kohberger could have really been in Washington. We know he already had his eyes on WSU. We know he had been emailing. We know he had wanted to get on the Pullman Police Department force. He wanted to be an intern. He wanted to do all this stuff. His eyes were already like, go west, young man. We don't know how soon Kohberger started looking out west. And we don't know if he had taken a surreptitious trip out there that his parents may not have known about, or maybe they did know about. But they're saying, look, no, Kohberger, we're not aware of any visit by Kohberger during that time, and we didn't hold any recruitment events. So, with all that in mind, I want you to watch all this body cam video.
She actually did a really good fucking intro on that, honestly. Like, I can't even hate on that.
I'm going to let the story play out, and then when we close it up, I'll come back and tell you why cops think they do have their suspect and whether or not it was Bryan Kohberger in this case or not.
Thanks for hanging out, Carrie. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good holiday. If you have not hit the old like ski, do that thing. Help us out here in the old Buzz Nation.
Yeah, you guys can take off. Thank you. Thanks for helping out.
Farting hearts and thumbs. Look at that coming out of me. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit, Ski. Get this cop jogging a little bit until we get to our destination. Get over there, boy. Get it going. Hey, not moving fast enough, fella.
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
I'm gonna crack my neck real quick. Ah! Ah! Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk. Your body talk. Let me hear your body talk. Your body talk. This cop is going. Where are we headed, bud? Carrie coming in hot. Carrie coming in with it.
Hi.
Yeah, here we go. Let me get the sound back.
How many people are with you?
4. There's me and 3 of them. Hi.
Are you guys able to come out to this car?
Yeah, we can come out. Guys, come out here.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, I did know that.
Can I go grab a pair of shoes really quick?
Yep.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Sorry. Thank you guys for coming.
This story is fucking nuts, though, dude.
No, but I got home 5 minutes.
If anything, this is given.
My roommate, Alex.
So I'm trying to protect you from whoever this is. So if you guys can
Go out.
go. Thank you.
Another thing interesting about that is they're in the closet. They got the knife. College girls. 3:28 a.m. Dude, it's right in there. Like, man, it's so fucking similar to what actually happened with the Idaho 4 situation when unfortunately, those 4 college students were murdered. Dude, That's making me ask a lot more questions if you want to be honest about it. Do they have the wrong guy here?
Sorry.
So I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Where did you see this person?
I was asleep, and then I woke up
Okay.
and it was just me and Sadie home at the time, and we both lived down in the basement, and my door was closed. I heard my door open, and I looked over, and someone was wearing a ski mask and had a knife like this.
Okay.
And so I kicked the shit out of their stomach and screamed super loud, and they flew back into my closet and then ran out my door and up the stairs.
Okay, and that's the last you know as they ran up the stairs?
Yeah, and then when they got home, this back door was wide open.
She say run up the stairs or down the stairs?
My closet, shit out of their stomach and screamed super loud, and they flew back into my closet and then ran out my door and up the stairs.
Oh, I said up the stairs. So I was going to say, that's another, he started out upstairs already, just like the Idaho one, but this one was starting downstairs, and then he went upstairs, which is a fucking weird move. I mean, was he going to jump out the window up there?
Okay, and that's the last you know as they ran up the stairs?
Yeah, and then when they got home, this back door was wide open.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
she
How long
fucking
ago
did
did
the
this
right thing,
happen?
right?
Maybe 15, 20 minutes at most.
Okay. And
No, this was actually in Pullman, Washington, Kraken.
So, between the four of you, it's the whole house?
Yeah.
No one else is there?
There's another unit in the front, but there's just one person that lives down there. And then the four of us live upstairs.
In the front?
Yeah, at the front door.
There's stairs down at the front of the house.
And
Okay.
there's another
Oh, okay.
unit right down there at the bottom.
Thanks, Salty.
And I think it's a 1-bedroom, maybe a 2-bedroom.
Are the stairs inside or outside?
They're outside.
Oh, okay. Is there access to that unit inside?
No.
I don't think
Okay.
anybody well, unless it happened after January of 2023, right? Because this is 10/10/21. As of January 12th, 2023, a whole year, not quite a half, but a year and a quarter later, when they put Bryan Kohberger as another person of interest, they still haven't caught anybody from this. That's fucking crazy.
407-453.
That's nightmare fuel, dude.
There is a separate unit with outside access to some stairs. That separate unit downstairs on the front cannot be accessed on the inside.
The Kopaka?
So
Is that his name that you're talking about?
I'm assuming that you would like us to go through your place and make sure no one's there?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Carl Thomas coming through.
Just so people can hear me.
Welcome in here, Carl.
So what I'd like you guys to do is stay in the vehicle and keep the doors locked until we
I don't
come back
believe
to you.
so, Oasis. Not according... Because he was still at DeSales University in Pennsylvania, still going to school. He didn't come out to Pullman until, August of 22? And someone in the chat was saying, he would have been probably coming out for interviews before he was going in for his doctorate. But probably not this early, I'd imagine. I don't know. I'm just kind of literally speculating here and opining out loud and bullshitting. But yeah, according to time frame, it doesn't make sense that Bryan Kohberger would have been in Pullman at the time of this incident. Evie coming through here with a $4.99. Boom. Yeah, Evie getting on that thing. Let's go. Hell yeah. Again, if there's probably new folks in here that don't even know, I have a physical will. That's why I play that song. Once we get 12 people on that son of a bitch, whether that's through supers, like the beautiful Evie just did, becoming a member, which will also get you extra content in the video section that is preem-fucking-o, and let you get to know us a little bit better here at the Buzz Nation. That'll get you on there. Supers, of course, the Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal, all upstairs there. All of that will get you on a wheel for tonight. Sometimes I give away stickers. I've got lots of cool stickers, but tonight I'm not giving away stickers. I'm giving away a t-shirt, folks. PubliclyBuzzed.com has the best merch out there, and I'm going to prove it real quick. We're going to have a little bit of a commercial break. And if you don't like it, you can suck my dick. You can get on this thing for some merchandise. Bada bing, bada boom. Because we, again, have the best merch in all of true fucking crime. You want to get on this. This is the best one right here. My favorite one, personally. Designed by the beautiful mod Mandy. Publicly buzzed, unsolved, buzzed mysteries. Play on everything. We don't mess around. Again, one of those shirts can be yours if you get through a spin here tonight. Thank you so much, Evie. Bam. Also looking here at the Cash App. Not even done yet. Pammy coming through with a $20 holler. Merry Christmas. Stevie, love you so much. Pammy, no, I fucking love you. You are absolutely amazing. Coming through here every stream, showing so much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate the shit out of that. And one of the G's around these parts also is the old Pamster, I would say. She's been kicking ass and taking names for quite some time. Thank you so much, Pam. I love it.
Thank you.
I need to get another beer. Pammy heard me say her name and she came in, this son of a bitch. Let's go. Jay, what's up, brother? Got some people coming through. Ember's in the house.
Kicked the person they saw and the
Fuck yeah, guys. I had another brewski.
Maybe about 15
I'm glad to
minutes
see everybody
ago,
in here.
So we don't know if there's anyone in here, but they would like us to search. We're already inside the back, and I think it'll work well. We do.
Anybody that's just coming in that does not know, I'm doing a live reaction of Plunder True Crime's new video where they're talking about, this is a body cam footage from 10/10/2021. Person of interest was named in January 12th, 2023 after Bryan Kohberger's arrest. But in 10/10/2021, which is my birthday, by the way, a man with a knife in a closet with a ski mask jumped out on these college girls who kicked him in the stomach, and then, he ran away. We're at that point right now. The cops have shown up, they've talked to the victims, and now they're trying to find this guy.
Part of the basement to search as well.
Pullman Police Department, make yourself known.
Can you announce that they're under arrest for burglary?
Pullman Police Department, you're under arrest for burglary.
All right, these cops are hilarious. Listen to the way they just did this. Am I the only one that heard that?
Pullman Police Department, make yourself known.
This guy just started the job literally today. He's 2 hours in, and this guy's like, damn, we need to add one more thing there.
Can you announce that they're under arrest for burglary?
Listen to him. He's like, really? Really? I gotta do this again? And he sounds embarrassed.
Pullman Police Department,
what?
You're under arrest for burglary.
Dude.
And/or trespassing.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Messy bedroom. So the bed opens up in an area to the left.
There we go. Donna with a t-shirt money. $4.99. Donna, thank you so much. Just as I was about to get up.
She said she was down here.
Donna being incredibly generous here tonight. Thank you so much, Donna. Donna's always generous, man. Best folks here in the Buzz Nation. I don't know if you know that, but now you do. Damn, we are not even fucking done yet. Akasha coming through this son of a bitch. No, wait, I'm sorry. Adrian coming through this son of a bitch for Akasha. $5. No, this is Akasha. I just don't. Akasha, $5. This is Akasha. God damn it. That's literally her message. Akasha, get in this son of a bitch, and good luck on a t-shirt. My God. Everybody coming through right now. Hot as hell.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Love it. Love it. Love it, folks. Thank you so much, Akasha. All right, let me go get a brewski. I'll be right back. I got to keep this thing rolling. Keep this buzz going here. Huh?
So thank you for your patience. There's no one in there now. What I'd like you guys to do, if it's all right with you, is
dude, that's what it feels like.
You want to come into the dining room, then we'll go from there.
Okay.
I'm glad that the victims didn't hear that. They would have been like, dude, I have a crazy story. So I got robbed at gunpoint in 2009 at a Subway. So when I get robbed at gunpoint, it was fucking traumatic. It sucked. It was horrible. But the cops come. I call the police. And when the police get there, I'm like, oh, sweet, the cops are here. Should be good now. Dude, this cop comes in, and he starts to take my information. He stops me. He just stops me dead. And he's like, so if anybody that's been in a Subway knows how a Subway works. There's an employee behind that. You're in front of the glass. He's still in front of the register in front of the glass. And to get behind where I'm at, you just kind of walk around. There's a door, of course, that may get you behind where the employees are allowed. He just stops me dead while I'm telling him the story of just being robbed. And he goes, wait, how do I get back there to where you are? And I'm like, oh, you just come around. And dude, he comes around, he gets in front of me, and he's like, I just didn't want to get shot in the back or anything. I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Sorry, those stairs are kind of suspicious. Not working.
Okay, so you were the person that. Okay.
Yeah.
Did anyone else hear or see anything?
I heard them run up the stairs, and I don't really remember hearing them come down. But I do remember somebody like running up the stairs, and I didn't know if it was her running to the bathroom or if it was one of them coming home, because I was just laying in my bed playing, like watching TV. And she came into my room and she was like, "Did you hear me scream?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "I was like, why?" And she was like,
Joe?
First, yes. I thought that
would you be able to...
something.
Okay.
But
so what I'd like to do is I'd like to go with you downstairs so you can show me exactly where things happen. Can you get info from the other 3 people?
Hey Joe, I'm gonna be walking around the outside.
Sounds good. So before we go down, in case there's things that this person touched that no one else has touched yet, I'd like you to be holding your own hand so you don't start touching things. Does that
I don't think
make
that
sense?
they touched anything,
Okay.
but I think they're back, like, touched my closet, and I really could not tell you if it was a guy or a girl.
Oh, okay.
When I first looked at them, I thought it was a girl. I mean, I only looked at them for a second, and then I,
So which room is yours?
this one
Okay.
is mine.
So we're just getting the audio from this. We're not even getting the visual of what the actual room looks like. But listen to this.
And,
dude, it's the same.
Did you guys open that up?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't
So
know.
we wanted to look at every place that a person could be. So
I was sleeping right here, and I'm a really heavy sleeper, but I heard the door open.
Oh, okay.
And I saw someone, like, I saw the ski mask first, and I rolled over, and I was like, what the heck? And then they, like, literally were like this.
Okay.
Me with the
So,
and then
is this what the lighting
Wouldn't be
was
going
like
on
at
any
that point?
Yeah.
New York City subways. I'll tell you that right fucking now. Jesus Christ, the world's completely went crazy. Real quick, Dixie coming through here with a $5 holler because you were always 100% a real one and allow everyone space. Dixie, thank you so much for saying that. That's absolutely amazing. Love you, man.
Respect
Love
my
it.
house.
Thank you so much for always being one of the real ones as well and coming the fuck through. I tell you who loves Dixie. Gypsy loves Dixie. Thank you so much, Dixie. And let me get you on this thing real quick. Always coming through here and showing out love tonight. Buzz Nation, letting it be known we don't fuck around.
Hanging, banging. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Oh.
Can you describe the knife for me?
it looked like kind of a smaller knife.
Pokemon.
A smaller knife. It wasn't like a huge like anything. It kind of looked like just like a smaller steak knife.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah,
What
I
the
just
hell's
rolled over
happening?
and kicked them, and they fell
Thank
back
you so much,
into the
Pokemon. I really appreciate
closet.
that. Coming through here and getting one of these guys going. Let me put it in the chat there. Oh.
Do you know if they would be taller or shorter than
They
you?
were shorter than you.
Oh, okay.
They would probably come to about like maybe here on
Oh,
you.
okay, so pretty short.
Yeah, they were pretty
Holidays
short. That's the one thing I noticed.
Thick, thin.
I couldn't say for sure, but I don't think either really side.
So you're saying like a ski mask, any
It was-
glasses or
it was
lenses or anything?
burgundy.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure it was a burgundy ski mask. Yeah, no glasses.
Did you get a sense of eyes or skin tone or anything?
Not really. It was so fast.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
totally get that. I'm just.
Yeah. I wish I rememred more.
Did you see skin
Evie
on a hand?
with a
or-
$5 holler.
I wanna
Pass
say
that
they were
thingy to the
white,
left-hand
but
side.
100%. Like
Well, I've got a
that's,
perfect
that's
one for
if
this
I
one.
Was
try to
it
picture
a
it.
bare hand versus a gloved hand, or do you know?
Now, I don't do drugs, though. Just weed.
Thank you so much, Evie.
I think they were wearing gloves. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember seeing their skin at all on their hands. I think they were wearing gloves, yeah.
So
8 already on this thing.
were
We're 4
you,
names
like,
away
face
from
up,
a
face down, towards the
physical
wall?
I
wheel
was
spin.
so heavy. I don't even know what I was, but I just remember seeing them and seeing them coming towards me. And
Hey, Mandy up here talking about something else. Who remembers the video of the panty thief? Right? There was that video also. That was in the little area around where the murders happened, though, in Moscow, Idaho. Yeah, somebody was stealing some of these girls, some of these college students' panties, and then stuffing them What, in the mailbox or in their glove compartment? Something like that, like in their car. Something weird was going on.
Like, put my feet out and kick them with both my feet.
Can you...
Just as hard as I could.
Could you do me a favor and stand where you think they were standing when you first noticed?
When I first noticed, they, like, went like this, like... And then I saw them, and my roommates are doing pranks and stuff all the time, so at first I was like, Caitlin, and then I saw the knife, and I was like, they would not do a knife, and so I...
Luckily she kicked this person in the stomach.
So did they get closer at that point?
Yeah, and they got closer, because I kicked them, like, really hard, and I've got short legs, and I was over there, and so, yeah, they were, like, right here.
What'd you feel when you kicked?
Just a stomach, not like rock hard abs or anything.
Another super coming through here with Holly Berry, one of the G's of the Buzz Nation. $5. Weird time for a super chat. Panty thief. Woo. Yeah. Anybody that doesn't remember the panty thief situation that was going on. Yeah, that was a crazy. I think I'd probably put that on one of my lives, if I'm going to be honest. When I was deep into the Idaho conspiracy insanity and I was looking for anything to make a show out of, anything that could make a show, I could run 3 hours on the smallest piece of Idaho bullshit. Don't get me wrong. Give me a piece, give me a breadcrumb, and watch me turn that into the wildest story you've ever seen. That's what Idaho was for me at one point in time. Idaho was crazy, dude. Panties, but the panty thing was weird. The panty thing was weird.
Or any? Okay.
I don't think so. I don't.
And then,
they were wearing like a sweatshirt too. Something like, I don't know.
Dark or light or?
I would say dark, but it's also dark in here.
Yeah.
But
notice any like
I
Washington State or anything across the front?
Mm-mm.
When they fell back, did they kind of stay standing or did they go down to like?
They stayed standing and they got out of here really quick.
Yeah, I think that's the same.
I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah. So, thank you. I'm
gonna be honest. There's still a few people.
Okay.
Sorry that my.
And again, this is a reaction video. There's gonna be a lot of pausing. Those old Idaho live streams were madness. Like that's every single stream was that at one point in time. And when this was at the height, after it happened, right after he was arrested, oh my God, like every single stream, everyone was getting insane numbers as well. And again, I was lucky enough to get into the spot to where I guess, maybe I wouldn't even be where I'm at today if I didn't have that, right? You kind of got to look at it in a different perspective there. Because right before I started the Idaho story, I was trying to figure out what I really wanted to do. Me and Dan were trying multiple different things with the PubliclyBuzzed name and the brand. And in September of 2022, 2022, we did watch the first ever live thing we ever did was watch one of the interviews, one of the people on the stand during the Jeffrey Dahmer trial. And that was before I ever did Murder Church. That was before I ever got into Jeffrey Dahmer in the trial period. So I was already kind of dancing around that possibility. And then when that happened, when the event actually happened and those kids were murdered, and that story was the biggest thing in the world, in the United States, I was like, I'm going to try to make some content on this and see what the hell can happen. I'm already, again, I'm into true crime, always have been. So I kind of made that the angle I went into. But then I got swept up in those fucking numbers, dude. And I'm glad everything's worked out the way it has. Like, again, I'm going to keep saying it all night long. We're right here at fucking Christmas. This is the Buzz Nation right now, hanging and banging in here. There's probably a few people that still came over from those old days. Actually, I know there's a few people. CH, Mandy, there's a few names that still come over from the old streams, but not very many, man. The majority of those folks turned on me basically instantaneously overnight, and I literally had to rebuild from scratch, which in turn brings me back to if Jay's still in the chat here, thank fucking God I messaged him. Thank fucking God we started working so closely together. All of that worked out perfectly again, so my fucking dog can live and eat. Not to get morbid here, and I'm not going to go down any weird roads, but what happens here with the Buzz Nation and what I am able to make by being myself and by covering what I want to cover and not having to just worry about what are we going to be doing tonight. It has to be this. It has to be that. No, like you guys, I'm so fucking happy we have what we have here now. It's the best.
This is pretty unlikely, but do you see anything in here that's not yours?
That's true. Well, I used to be anti-mod. That's true.
Well, I don't know when the blanket got on the floor.
That may have been us just making sure there wasn't somebody hiding in your bedding.
Oh, gotcha. Can I move the blanket?
Yes.
This is where they would.
Oh my God! Yeah, I made plenty of fucking content on that.
So if you see a knife, don't touch it.
Okay. Yes.
Because it got numbers. It's so interesting.
Did you?
It's fucking bullshit.
I also think that's
did
pretty.
Did you guys take them down, or did they fall when the?
To be honest, I'm not sure which order that happened in, but I do know that we wanted to get in all these places and make sure there wasn't a person.
That's true, Wild
That's
South.
the scariest thing.
That's true.
I live down here in the basement, and I always like check these before I go to bed because
Police just started rifling through everything.
I'm also a waitress at Zoe's.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not even a student anymore. I just live here with my roommates, and I'm a waitress at Zoe's. And
the conversation me and Dan used to have.
Hence the tip jar.
Dan was Dan knew too. We'd have those conversations. He's like, dude, we just can't keep doing this content. We have to branch out. We have to figure out something else. We have to do something. We did it though, man. And I'm so fucking proud of that.
Yes, my tip jar.
Those pitfalls.
I don't know. I have a lot of regulars. A lot of people that I thought before, like, this could be someone who could possibly be kind of weird, but I don't know.
Have any of the weird people come home with you?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, no.
Dude, this would be terrifying.
I'm trying to. Oh, let's walk out here.
Like, this is the biggest piece of evidence yet that I've seen that makes me think that Bryan Kohberger's being framed.
Locked. Was it open?
It's so similar, dude.
Oh my God.
So, please don't walk over here because we'll be trying to process this. But you're confident that this is usually locked?
Yes,
Okay.
I have never actually seen it like that. Yeah, it's always locked. Or at least closed. I don't know if it's locked, but that looks more open than it usually is.
Okay. Because anyway, it kind of swings this way, so I think it is usually locked, otherwise you would see it like this.
Yeah. Oh, so maybe they went out. No, because we heard them run up the stairs if they came in through the window. I don't know.
It's like...
Oh, it looks like... or maybe... Because this picture was over there, so they might have brought it over on their shoe. Or one of the officers. I don't know.
That's some next level shit, right?
Yeah.
He's like been scouring.
Yeah,
this cop is not great. Kohberger's just scouring through any case locally within Moscow and Pullman. He's like, oh man, this one's pretty good. I can dip right in there. Never suspect me. Never suspect me. Donna coming through again. Put Gypsy on the wheel. Holy shit, we had Gypsy here as a winner one night. And it was pretty exciting. So yeah, Gypsy's getting on here right now. And again, because of who? Fucking Donna, man. Donna fucking rules, dude. Holy shit. I'm gonna give Donna my favorite.
I'm sober enough to know what I'm doing, and I'm drunk enough to really enjoy doing it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Through that window somehow,
Thank you,
but
Donna.
I'm going to take a closer look at it.
Okay.
Megan, welcome in. Hit that like if y'all are coming through the door.
You talked to the dispatcher, right?
No, that was my roommate, Sadie. Because I just ran, after I heard them go up the stairs, I just ran into Sadie's room.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I told her what happened. And then she called the police, and I held the door closed.
True Dixie. Yeah, Dixie's awesome, man.
Scary.
Donna's a queen.
So what's your last
She's
name?
an absolute queen.
And your first name?
Alex.
Is that short for anything?
No, she's not on her bed tonight. I've got the
Do
bed
you have
chilling,
a
but
middle
she's chilling in the
initial?
hallway.
Okay.
She's not feeling it
And
tonight.
date
She
of
didn't want to
birth?
be on the old camera. Anybody that doesn't know, Friday night and Sunday, Gypsy made her debut. You know, I've got a fluff cam ready to go if she decides to get back over here.
You're the same age as my oldest daughter.
Oh, nice.
And can I get your phone number? You mentioned pranks earlier.
Wait, sorry.
So you
said, yeah.
You mentioned like your roommates and some.
Yeah, there are some wild pranks in this area too. If you think about the college and
them or somebody else,
the fraternities around here, the sororities.
Would do something like that.
So listen to this one. This is something I did a video on during the time frame when I was really digging into this stuff. Let me make this just get out my face just a little bit here. There was this one where, and I thought this was insane, right? And I was digging in deep, anything I could find with Bryan Kohberger in Idaho. And I think it was 2020. I may be wrong. I still have the video up, actually. Actually, let me see if I got it, man. I'll just look at that, because this is a wild story. Hold on. It's going to be in my video section, and it's going to be a long time ago. Hold on. Go down here. But this is a prank, all right? This is going to blow your mind a little. It's a very short video. It's not going to be very long. But and this was one of my first big ones too. I think I got like 30-some thousand views on this. Like one of the first, like, oh shit, like, actually I'll tell you what I need to do. Do this. Popular. And then it froze. Here we go. Boom, boom. Get rid of some of these tabs here. Fucking me up. Popular. It's actually my most popular because my biggest video that was 70-some thousand, that video is hidden in the back because it's an embarrassing video that I don't even want out there. I'm going to be very honest about it. But this one, this is pretty... So, 2017. 2017. Listen to this right here real quick. Another crazy situation around this fucking area. Now, I will say that. Finding, really digging into Idaho and all of this shit around Moscow between Pullman, there's a lot of crazy shit to dig into also. Uh-oh, the old intro, the first intro.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I ran across this crazy story I wanted to do tonight. 7 dead coyotes left on student property in Moscow, Idaho in 2 separate incidents. 3 sororities and 1 fraternity targeted insane. Animal blood on doorsteps and windows. This was written November of 2022, so this is after the murders, the current murders. And you know, again, I'm going to go ahead and point this out. This does not have anything directly to do with the current case, but I thought this was extremely interesting because this actually does deal with the exact area. In 2 separate incidences in 2017, dead coyotes were left on the properties of sororities and fraternities in Moscow, Idaho. The animals had been shot and their bodies placed on the property. The first incident took place on January 20th, 2017, and a suspect was caught on camera. Police officers identified the suspect, and it was revealed to them that the incident was intended to be a joke. The second incident, officers say, didn't fit the MO of the first incident, and the previous suspect wasn't declared responsible. The animal dumps were found at Pi Kappa Phi, Pi Beta Phi, and Alpha Phi. Properties between 1:20.
I think that was 5, wasn't it? I think I fucked that.
22 a.m. and 4:22 a.m. So that's in the early morning hours. As previously reported by KXLY, Moscow Police Captain Tyson Barrett said, "We don't have enough information as to who actually committed it, so we don't know if it's a continuation of that prank or someone else doing something." Ethan Enos says, "The coyote killings were gruesome. The coyotes' bodies was mangled," and he says the sorority across the street got it even worse. There was more blood on the doorsteps, some even smeared on a window. Police said it appears the coyotes were shot, which is not illegal in Idaho. On the back porch of the home where 4 University of Idaho students were murdered, what looks to be animal fur or some kind of cloth can be seen in what looks to be a dog bed. And I guess this is a photo from 2017 of the incidents. It is unclear what is actually shown in these photographs or if the incidents involving the dead coyote have any connection to the recent murders in the 4 in Idaho. I don't know how you could directly connect that. That is weird as hell though. And maybe at some point there could be a possible connection. I just thought it was a crazy story. And this guy's name's Johnston Meadows. And actually when I read this, I was like, did this guy just write some kind of sensationalized article? I did do a little bit of Googling here and did find, there's a few different things. And I found that I found KTV-B7, and this is from February 14, 2017. Moscow, Idaho. Moscow police are investigating after someone left dead coyote carcasses on the doorsteps of several Greek houses. 3 sororities and 1 fraternity woke up Friday to find the dead animals on their porch. On January 20th, a man left the dead animal on the porch. This guy was caught on camera. Again, this is a college town. A lot of crazy stuff is always going on in a college town. Again, there's going to be lots of...
I just want to show that for a second, because to basically... going right into this one, between Pullman and Moscow was just endless fucking crazy stories. Dude, one of those, one of the conspiracy streams I started getting into, when I named it 666, I started digging into something called Christ Church. And that's a whole fucking rabbit hole into itself, and it's right there in Moscow.
Anyone else?
And if they had done it, I'm assuming they wouldn't let it go there.
We did dig up some wild shit,
They've been
honestly.
crying on the phones with their moms.
Dude, it'd be interesting to dig a little bit deeper to see if anything else ever came up to where they found anything. To my knowledge, I don't think anything ever really was found.
I just had to ask that question. Were you part of any Greek organizations?
So I mean, that is some
I was, but
fraternity, sorority bullshit.
Those potentially. Wouldn't be like some wider house issue or somebody's out.
No, I left on good terms. They all still like me and everything.
So other than some strange customers at work, no...
I can't think of anything. And I can't think of why they would come into my
calling
room
that a prank.
And nowhere else. Like, I don't know.
Did she have lights on when this was going on?
She had her... When I came out of my room, I could hear her TV.
Oh, okay.
So her TV
we went deep into that for a
minute.
minute.
Heard that, but I decided not to go in there.
So you're describing a burgundy, like, whole head ski mask?
Ski mask. And I don't know.
Dude, not imagine coyotes aren't the fucking easiest thing to catch. Am I crazy? Like, maybe I'm wrong.
Poking out the bottom of it, but again, I'm not 100%
I think this is
sure.
on normal speed
I don't want
now.
to say anything like
It's
100% because it was dark and I was scared as hell. So
we're on normal speed now, Kraken. It's just this slow motion video that she's got playing. Like, we're hearing the audio, not the actual. Like, this video doesn't go with the audio. She just has that as
do you wear corrective lenses, contacts or anything? So your vision was fine when you looked up?
20/20.
Cool. I'm just
Luckily, that was an empty beer.
I don't want to overlook something here. So
what the hell's going on?
So you seem to be talking fine.
bad.
Did you drink alcohol this evening? Okay.
No, I stayed in. I'm supposed to work at 6:30
See if we can get her laying on her bed. We'll get a peek at her.
That much ever.
Oh,
So
shit.
you're probably not going back to bed.
Yeah, probably not.
So did you hear them say...
They didn't say.
Oh, she's back.
Okay.
They didn't say.
Jippy's
anything.
here.
Did they grunt or
Big
moan
yawn.
or exclaim or cry? When
Big
you
on
took
from the
them?
Jippers.
Nothing.
Yo.
Just silence.
Just silence.
Yo.
Do you have any questions for me at this
Jip heard
point?
that coyote story and was like,
I don't think so.
maybe I need to protect Dad.
I'm just kind of. I'm someone who it takes me a second to like process things, so I'm just kind of in shock. I don't know.
Do you know if your doors are usually locked? Or?
Usually they are, but our 2 roommates were still just coming home from somewhere because the serenades were tonight and everything.
Yes.
So they had, I think one of them had just, like they were just coming home, so our doors weren't locked, or at least the back door.
So and I know my partner's getting her full information, but the person who's here, what's her name?
Sadie Marchant. I can spell.
That's enough because I'll get it from him.
Okay, sounds good.
So from the time that you kick them,
Gypsy Girl.
sounds like Sadie heard running up the stairs as well.
As soon as I kicked them, they like fell back into the closet and then just like booked it out of my room.
And up here. And how quickly was it after that when you came over here?
Probably like 30 seconds. I got up, put these pants on,
Yo, Sherez.
my new pants, and just, because because I heard them go up the stairs too, so I knew that they weren't down here anymore. So I did a quick little look and then just ran into Sadie's room.
And
got me a number here. I'm gonna light up real quick.
From the time that you ran into Sadie's
you do the
room, how
same.
long do you think it was before the call to police?
It was probably like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Because we were like, okay, are either of the roommates home? Like, okay, no, let's call the cops.
The thing that I really want to look at closely is that window. At this point, you can go up and hang out with them if you'd like. Thank you
Chip
very
just
much.
got 3 will spots.
There's a whole
Pokeball, thank you so much.
There's a whole lot of unlocked windows in this place.
Oh, okay.
However, this is the only window that somebody could have realistically accessed. Every other window is more than 6 feet above the ground, and it's old and heavy. So there's no way that somebody, I mean, possible, sure, but, you know, plausible that somebody would be holding onto that and lifting the window, no.
So they had a...
So that's interesting that he would say that. Because we had a lot of streams on kind of debating about the possibility of whoever killed the Idaho 4. How did they get up to the location where the murders first took place in Madison Mogen's room? Some of those original pictures, and I made a stream about this. I didn't get a lot of people didn't really come in, and I saw some other people talking about it later, you know, and I think some other people have kind of like made the points of the possibility, but there was a ladder that was outside that was outside of the residence there in Idaho at the location of where the kids were killed in Moscow. And to me, it looked like it would be possible to put that ladder up and then climb to the balcony outside of Madison Mogen's room. Excuse me. And that's how I was kind of thinking of the possibility that Bryan Kohberger would have gotten into the house. But again, allegedly Bryan Kohberger. This is making me question stuff here. This is exactly what happened 1 year to the fucking day, 3 days out. Excuse me. I'm dying. November 13, 2022, these kids are murdered. 10/10/2021, this happens. This is the time frame, 3:28 a.m. In the closet, with a knife, randomly in the room.
She indicated that they had a door unlocked because not all the roommates were back yet.
Well, it must have been the back door because the front door was deadbolted.
Oh, okay. Thank you all for your time.
Merry Christmas, Patricia.
Thank you so much for doing
I hope you're doing good.
Alex.
Oh, she's fine.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to...
Almost done.
I'm not sure there's anything more for me to do here at this point. I just don't want to miss something.
That arresting thought?
Is... What's that? It is bizarre. This is not something that happens in Pullman. Like
And what does that sound like? What does that sound like? That's all we heard after the murders of the Idaho 4 in Moscow. This doesn't happen here. This isn't something normal here. And then you dig a little bit deeper into Pullman and Moscow and these fraternities and these sororities, and you start digging up all these OD'd kids and all these random deaths that have happened and these weird situations like coyotes being left on the door or the porches being now called a prank. If we call it a prank, is it now not some weird fucking vicious crime that has taken place? Is it not intimidation now? If I leave a fucking dead animal on anybody else's doorstep, is that not going to be taken seriously? This area is strange. Is one thing that I absolutely found out while digging into Moscow, Idaho, and Pullman, Washington. They might as well be the same place. They're right next to each other.
About 18 years ago, we had some situations like this, but this is very, very unusual for Pullman.
Well, that's why we feel so safe when we only lock our front door and don't ever check our windows.
Yeah.
That will definitely change, but well, I'm just really freaked out. Like, I want to know what their intention was. Were they gonna try to kill you, rape me at knife point, or stab me to death, or scare the shit out of me? I don't know.
For fun? I'm like, who left was it?
So,
somebody's lost their voice.
As we talked about earlier, I think this is way unlikely, but if you find out
Damn,
that
Carrie.
it's,
That sounds amazing.
is somehow a prank beyond this house or something.
Yeah, we will let you guys
Yeah,
know.
please do let us know. And also, like,
Oh, dude, I could imagine.
it's not like
That's why I don't have
mandatory
kids,
that
y'all.
they would be in trouble if it's a friend.
The
of
world's
yours
too
or anything
crazy.
Like that. Does
People
make
that are
sense?
good parents and turn
I
out
mean,
good
ultimately, that's gonna
fucking
be up to you.
offspring. I have so much respect for you.
I don't
Like,
know
for real.
anyone who would do that to me.
Well, and
I could
I
not
agree
imagine.
with you, and mostly because, like, even if it was a prank,
Like, I can't
if-
stay sane with
if
what I
was
have
telling a
now,
prank
you know, like,
and I got kicked and followed
much less
into the
a
closet, that's
child.
when I'd be like,
You'd be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
that's what I thought too. And that's why I was so, like, shooken up when I came into your room, because I was, like, realizing.
Strychnine is one of these old school ones, all right? Strychnine is one of these ones that has been around since the old days that saw me through the early days of Publicly Buzzed into now. Strychnine, thank you for always being here. Merry fucking Christmas. Absolute real one. Love it. Love it.
That it wasn't a dream because I thought I was dreaming.
Me too,
Do you
Miss
know,
Jessica. I've always had doggies, man. I've
so
always had a
like
dog in my life.
this type of sweatshirt
Who
versus a
is
hood,
my
if
basically my
there was
kid.
a hood around the.
I would say it was probably like a crew neck, because I don't
Even
remember
that's-
seeing like the bulky.
Even that's a lot.
Whatever,
Before we
but
get right down to it.
Emotionally, the harder I think about it,
life
honestly, the more
expectancy and
confused
just
I
our
get. I know they were wearing a
existences.
burgundy ski mask.
But you got to look at it if you can help
They
somebody.
could have been a guy or a girl.
Yep.
Short. Yeah.
So, I'm not going to ask any more questions tonight. The human brain is an amazing thing, so you don't need to like try to remember anything. But if you go about your life, you might, like 2 or 3 days from now, even a week from now, you might suddenly have an image that's just like a photograph.
Mm-hmm.
And if that happens, please do let us know.
Okay, I will.
And so on my card, there's an email address and everything. So if there's anything that you want to tell me or explain in writing, if you find something that is really weird here that we haven't seen, please don't call me necessarily, because I'm only going to be working for 2.5 more hours. But call dispatch and make sure that somebody comes by to see that or collect it if it's evidence. So you guys did very well. I seriously appreciate like the whole going out to the car thing. Like sometimes people argue with that in the stress of the moment. So thank you very much. That was very helpful for us.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming out here.
Yeah.
As far as you did.
We were couple worried little girls downstairs.
So there's no touch marks or fingerprints or anything on that window downstairs. So unfortunately, I don't think I have any physical evidence to work with.
Was there any on her doorknob?
So we've also got us moving around. So like I haven't
We're close down
adjusted
now.
for prints there, but it's anyway. There's a possibility. She's not really clear, which is fine, but it's likely that they had gloves on.
Or one away.
And then you have
Make sure I'm
us
not missing
moving through
anything.
and touching things as we're going through.
One
So,
away from a T-shirt giveaway.
The short
here,
answer is
guys.
no. We
Impressive.
don't have anything to recover that way right now, unfortunately. My best bet was the window, but that didn't work out. So anyway, it does not look to me like they came in through that window. Also, obviously, they didn't exit through the window. I'm a little bit curious whether they unlocked that window as like an alternative exit plan.
Yeah, how did they get
or
out?
They
something.
tried to get in it and then realized that there was a big disgusting sink right below it. Have some hygiene and we're like, oh, I don't want to do that. And then
Yeah,
walk right back around here.
but there's
Perfect entrance.
so the windows come open, but there's no touch marks on the glass, and like all the cobwebs are intact.
There we go. Thank you, Jessica.
Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe they just
Thank you.
unlocked it.
Yeah.
Like maybe they thought it would be easier to get out that way. I
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
Just going up the stairs when I
Yeah,
the shit out of them.
I guarantee you they were not expecting that. Because I'm wondering why they didn't come into my room, because my room is closer.
Yeah.
We'll get a will going, guys.
We were talking about
Thanks,
that,
everyone.
And it may. So she thought you had a television on.
I did. I took your. That was the only thing that I could
from outside your room.
Oh, so maybe they like knew that I was awake.
Between the light and the sound, they probably assumed that you were awake.
Which I was. I was wide awake. I was just laying in my bed. I didn't even hear. I didn't hear anything. I was zoned out into reality TV.
Which is.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shiraz, you started a new will. Thank you so much.
Anyway, that indicates to me that it's not someone who's like super bold and super violent because they're avoiding people who are awake.
Thank you, Shiraz.
So yeah, you're, as far as staying or going or whatever you want to do, I'm going to take off. We will be nearby for at least a period of time. Please do lock everything, and we're just a phone call away, but when seconds counts, the police are only minutes away, so feel free to kick people until they get here.
Yeah. I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, sounds like this girl saved their lives, maybe.
Thank you for coming out and helping.
Take care.
Thank you.
Is that front door open, can you tell?
Yes. It's open.
Is that just a screen door or the actual door? Pullman 407, who's the RP?
It looks like it's directly into the house.
Okay.
Oh, got a will, baby.
53 and 69. The front door is open.
You sure was. It's so supportive and awesome. What an amazing year we've had. I mean, God. That's what tonight's about, baby. What an amazing year.
Sierra unit to head over to the one side with me.
So they're just going to stand out there and stare at the house for a while. They didn't seem great. I mean, he said there doesn't appear to be any smudge marks on the window. Are we going to like actually check? We're going to do some print stuff? No, you just going to you just stop. You're leaving. You out of here. All right.
You gotta fight for your right
to party. Let's get a motherfucking wheel going. And what we're doing with this wheel right now. Let me turn this off. First of all, boom, boom. All right. Good luck, everybody. Free t-shirt on the line. Good luck. Oh, bad spin. Hold on. I need a new wheel. Hold on. Oh, whoa. Hold on. I might need to twist her in. Hold on. This thing's coming a little loose. Oh, God. Let me get her tighter. She needs to get a little tighter. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. We're back, baby. Good luck, everyone. Ooh, a little smoother. I had to tighten her up. I think Gypsy just won that son of a bitch. Gypsy, ladies and gentlemen, the winner. And she's like, what? She's like, huh? I won? What is going on? Gypsy is the winner. Congratulations, Gypsy girl. Ladies and gentlemen, with a Gypsy girl is the winner. Look at that. Yes. Boom. She doesn't even know. She's like, what did I win? What did I win? Let me get my green screen back on here. Congratulations, Gypsy. Let's go. So you just keep saying my name. I don't know why he's saying my name like that. Lord. He just keeps saying it over and over. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for that will. Gypsy wins a t-shirt. It's what she wins. Holy shit. Little Bubbly Buzz t-shirts going down right now. That's what's happening, baby. All right. Let's see how much further we got here. There's a lot left, but I don't think there's going to be much action.
Move up to the back of that car over there.
Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out and being here tonight. God, 2025. What is even time? It makes no sense.
talk through. You got people coming around to you.
So we're just watching these cops basically stalk the house now.
Pullman 407.
22 months. Boom, straight down. I was saying, dude.
I'm gonna switch me spots here.
Okay.
You can watch that door. Do we have permission to search the residence?
She deserves one. I'm gonna get one, and actually, I've got some extras that I've had, so I just need to cut it out, make it work. She can wear a pretty big shirt. Back when I used to have like old Subway shirts, I actually put those on her.
People that should be inside are in their room.
She'll be able to rock a regular one. You know what? I think that might be doable. Actually.
Copy.
Dude, I know that's all I can get by with here. That would get me copyrighted up.
You gotta fight!
Actually, I wanted to do the whole thing, but it's like 8 seconds to party, so I just do it myself. But
You gotta fight for your right
to party. But I get it. I know, dude. I'm telling you. I know, man. I was trying to load up a couple of new ones. To get her swagged up. I know. They rule our lives.
Good.
All right, literally. Let me hold on.
Copy.
We're going 2, and then we're gonna dash. Also. Like they're just kind of chilling.
Should be in there, the second floor right here on the north side. It is Ruben and Austin. They saw them. Interesting. 907. We'll head over to your side.
I had to tighten that wheel up. That wheel almost got real crazy. It almost flew off the thing.
5307 working around on the 3 side. Correction, 2 side. Yeah. On the front, I guess.
Can you get info from the other 3 people?
All right, we'll start with you. What's a good last name for you? And first?
C-S-A-D-I.
And middle?
So is this just like...
And date of birth? And do you live here?
Oh shit! You gotta get her a t-shirt.
And you live here. Perfect. Is your license through Washington? Okay. All right. And you?
Last name?
And first?
Caitlin. K-A-I-T-L-Y-N.
And middle?
Marie. M-A-R-I-E.
And date of birth?
And
you live here as well?
Yes.
Okay. What's a good phone number for you? All right. And is yours through Washington as well?
Yes.
Okay. And you? Let's start with the last.
It's a long one. Here we go.
All right. Hold on, let me stretch out my fingers. That's it? Oh man, I was expecting a lot longer.
We're getting a different body cam right now, so yeah, we've seen enough of this, and again, this wasn't like a video where I'm coming after Plunder. I mean, I thought even in the beginning, let's see if she finishes out with anything here. Maybe she does. We'll just gotta give it a go here.
Time.
Okay, now that you've watched all of that, I want to direct you to this section I read in all this 40-something page PDF. Sergeant Brashears with the Pullman Police Department, he wrote, later I checked Cruz's name. So that's Jose, this guy they've been interviewing, the guy who's like, oh, I don't really speak English well. In my opinion, he's using that as an excuse. But I'll just say, Sergeant Brashears wrote, I noted that in May of 2017, Cruz was suspected of entering a neighbor's residence and watching her sleep. See case 17P04993 for more details. So as it stands right now, this case isn't solved. You just watched Cruz did not get arrested. You could hear the audio of the interview. He was trying to say, oh, I just said I was at my friend Miguel's all night. I just didn't understand what the cop was saying. But the cops brought back a Spanish language interpreter. And Cruz is like, oh, no, he didn't get arrested. This case went
It's like,
unsolved,
oh, my bad, I don't
but
speak Spanish.
in the paperwork given to me by Pullman Police, Bryan Kohberger's name and Cruz's name are both listed as persons of interest. Not suspects, persons of interest. No one was arrested in this case. Let's close with Hebrews 10:11-13.
Right, we're not going to close with that. Again, this was not anything bad against her, dude. Honestly, I think she presented that pretty well. At the beginning, she kind of broke it out. Why Bryan Kohberger ended up on this 10/10/2021 Pullman police investigation person of interest list. You know, when he was arrested at the beginning of 2023, end of 2022, it was either 31st or right into the 1st. That's when he was arrested. So January 12th, 13th, 2023, they're putting him on this list because they haven't done their full investigations yet, right? What this makes me think, honestly, dude, is the potential and possibility of that they might have the wrong guy. Holy shit. So, I mean, I can't wait to see what happens in the actual trial. But if he's not the right guy, holy fucking shit, because this is a very similar and eerie case that was exactly... I mean, dude, it's the same time frame, the same MO, the same way they went in. I don't know about going in, but the same way that they approached the crime in the room, at least. You know, they were in the closet. You know, I guess we haven't fully found that out yet. I mean, if we have, maybe some folks know better than me on that even. Again, I used to dive as deep as you could go into Idaho, so deep down the rabbit holes that I got lost. So, I don't know. Tonight's been absolutely amazing. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Like I said, I don't do these often. This used to be a more of a regular, not a regular thing, but I would do more reaction streams, and especially if some content creators were doing it about Kohberger, Idaho. So I thought, man, why not do this? Saw people were talking about this video, and yeah, I think I kind of looked at it wrong on X. And again, no ill will. Go give them a follow. Their info is down in the description. It is what it is. We got a limerick. I don't see it. I see. Hey, folks, do you want to hear my limerick about Colty Jason in the Chloe Driver case? But then is there anything after that? That it might have filtered it out of my chat. I mean, because I use a different chat than you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the actual live stream and see if I can see it. Hold on, because I've noticed things pop up and scroll through my screen. Sometimes it doesn't pop up through my Botrix chat, which to me means that some stuff is getting filtered through. So I'm on the actual stream now. Hold on, I just want to bounce back up real quick. Patricia. Okay, there's her. Do you want to hear? But then I don't see it. Am I losing my mind? I may be losing my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for hanging out here tonight. You might be seeing me here tomorrow, and you might not. Let's see how this rolls. I know tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I got to work tomorrow, which is whatever. I should be pretty dead at work, but we're gonna. I said yesterday on Murder Church that I was going to. Kathleen, welcome in here. Hopefully you're subbed up. I said that I was going to do a Courtney Clinty Murder Church tomorrow night. I'm not 100% sure that's going to be the case. So you just need to fill it out. But again, it's going to be Christmas Eve. I may. Cassie comes back tomorrow night also, and I don't want to be live when she comes back. You know, I haven't seen her in days, so I don't know. We're going to fill it out. Keep your eyes on all socials is what I'm going to tell you right now. If you're with Buzz Nation, I love you. Tonight was absolutely incredible. We literally had folks come through and just gifted out a t-shirt to my lovely dog that is next to me here, Gypsy. She's probably, again, wow, he just keeps saying my name. Just keep saying my name. You never know. Oh, wow. Happy birthday, Akasha. Holly Berry's got a birthday coming up. Akasha's got a birthday right now. Right tomorrow. And just a few short hours. Happy fucking birthday. Oh shit, Pokemon. When that gets here, I'm going to be showing that off. I had a memory today, and it was that picture, and I was like, oh my god. And then it kind of triggered me also that you're sending me that, which rules. So that's really cool. Merry Christmas. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, Shiraz. We'll see how it times out. I don't want to be live when that happens. Well, hell, I guess I could just end it. I mean, here we go. Jessica for Justice. I'll be on at 10 a.m., so don't be on at 10 a.m. That definitely won't happen here. That's for sure. I'll be at work at old 10 a.m. But I'll share you out. I try to always share Jessica out. I try to help her as much as possible, man. Not that I'm some big channel whatsoever, but man, I want to help all the cool people, like all the good ones, because there's so many cool people, so many good ones that need the love. Like, I'm not going to get deep into some gatekeeper shit, but there's some great folks out here. I love everybody, man. Everybody's been so cool. We've met some of the kindest folks. Again, another year in the books. I know we ain't even in the new year, and I'm already talking about it just because it's Christmas. I've had a few drinks. Oh, yeah, let me get Jessica's link up here. Good call, Kraken. Good call. So in the morning, now Jessica goes live. I don't think she goes live every morning, but she likes to go live now. And when she does, she usually does it in the mornings. And also on Sunday, I know a lot of folks here hang out with us on Kick for Feral Friday. She does some Kick streams on Sundays a lot of times. But yeah, right here. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Make sure you're following that. Just hit the link when you get over there, sub up. Hell yeah. She's out here killing it. Doing the damn thing. And it's fucking hard. So everybody in here right now, if you guys could do me an absolutely amazing, crazy favor that would blow my mind and also blow YouTube's mind. Okay, so I have a second channel, and I just yesterday dropped a new video that is kind of flopping. It's not doing great. I put a lot of work into this video. If everyone could just, you don't even have to really, I know, listen, we're going to tell some secrets here. I know everyone's not giant wrestling fans. I get it. But if you go and check out that video, it's on my second channel, Wrestle Plunge. I would be so happy. As you can see, it's gotten 136 views. 12 likes. It's not doing great. If you go over there and give that a watch, or just let it play out entirely on your phone, give it a like and give it a thumb in the comment, dude, we will trick some YouTube and it'll get moved out into the algorithm where some real people see it. I think I fucked up. So everything's like a game here with videos, and a lot of people, I'm always messing with stuff. So, and I've now changed the thumbnail and the title, because in my head I'm like, something's not registering right. And then in the back end you can see like the ratios and like how they kind of like compete with your other videos and how they're doing, and it's not doing great. So if you guys could go give that a check, ski, and again, let that thing play out. Just put it to the side. You don't even have to watch it. You just put it to the side. But it's also an interesting story. I try to make those stories as interesting as possible. But all right, I'm gonna stop shilling here. Everybody, thank y'all so fucking much. I do not know who that is. I do not know Oblivious Benson. I wonder if there has been multiple drone sightings in Idaho. Whoa. If you did not see last week's, Kathleen, last Monday, I had a drone show with the great Ali Mata from Defense Diaries. Go check that shit out, because we get deep. Oh, Holly Berry. Holly Berry is one of the G's up in this neck of the woods. And I don't say that lightly. I just don't call people G's. I call the G's G's. Holly Berry. She's a motherfucking G. Thank you so much, Shelley. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And again, it's really just to get her into the old algorithms, and that anything that does well over there goes in a gypsy's pot. So literally into her food bowl, literally. I love all you guys, man. Thank you so much. I'm rambling. I'm going crazy tonight. Let's fucking go. I will see you sometime. Merry fucking Christmas. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have a great one. I love you guys.